Wind up the 1-1 pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Clear skies in the forecast this afternoon. 62 degrees here at first pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, Ian Kinsler is a difference maker right now. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Peraza over to his left. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Digging in now for San Diego, Manny Machado. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Misses, ball 2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Just underway here in Cincinnati. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Matt Strom, a native of North Dakota, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Peraza aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matt, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
He'll try it again from first. Fouled away. And a bluff move here to first, but it won't draw a throw. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back easily. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
2-2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. Standing in, Will Myers. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Kemp has a beat on it as he makes the play to end the inning. Padres down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's Matt Kemp now, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Now Kemp awaits the 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a
hit high and deep out to left center field. Myers going back. Gone!
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Myers is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems not only with his power but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hope with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
2 out, nobody on. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Reds. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Austin.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Hedges. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall now over near the 325 sign. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 55, Matt.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Matt Strom, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-1. Here it is. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Suarez is there, and he has it for the out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now batting, number 23.
Stepping into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Stepping in now, Eric Hosmer. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Ready with the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now. That's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luis Castillo, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Hit on the ground out to short. Tatis is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third. And digging into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. Fouled off. Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right after shortstop for the second out. Ready now for Cincinnati, Jose Iglesias. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here. Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line toward the alley in left center. Myers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds are down in order. We've played 3 full. We're tied. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Hunter Renfroe hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Franmil Reyes is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Puig giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Votto over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Will Myers flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Myers takes, and this winds up missing ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a pop-up now. Barnhart waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Padres leave 1 on to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. In is Joey Votto now. Here it comes on 1-1. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run.
And you see here, this is just a great piece of hitting. The ball's away, and he doesn't try to do too much with it. He just goes with the pitch, gets some great backspin on the ball, and clanks it off the foul pole for a homer.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Now the payoff pitch home. He loses him on ball 4. In now for the Reds, Matt Kemp. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Here's another 1-2. And 2-2. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 3-2 one more time, and he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box, Scott Schebler. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your 2nd out of the inning. So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the 4th. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. And it's 1-2. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll be back in standing up. Suarez is off at first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Andy Green during the commercial break about the Padres offense, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. He said they're having a really hard time squaring up off-speed pitches right now, which is making it easy on the opposing pitching to keep them off balance. Until they prove they can hit anything other than fastballs, he thinks they're going to keep getting a steady diet of pitches with movement and deception.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Austin Hedges becomes the first out of the inning. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. On its way is pitch number 75. Grounder down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. The throw into second. And he'll get in there safely. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Nice AB right there. Grinded it to a full count, bought himself a fastball and didn't miss it. Nice execution.
Into the box now, Manny Machado. Hard on the ground toward short. He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Coming to the plate now, Tucker Barnhart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1 and 2. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. Fouled away. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Standing in now, Luis Castillo hit the other way out toward right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. 2 gone in the Cincinnati 5th. And digging into bat next, it'll be Jose. Hit hard down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Fastball just missed above the zone. Fouled off. Runner's on his way to third, and he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch hit out towards second, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the run will come in to score from second, as now it's a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the pitch in sync, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. It's a run on two. Once again, Hunter Renfroe. He's back. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Franmil Reyes. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 4.
Ready for another chance? Will Myers comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. 3-1 to the Padres left fielder.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Schebler moves over. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. It was a walk in his last trip. On the ground to the right side. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Matt Kemp will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Reyes. 2 gone.
The batter.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 21.
Leading off the inning, Ian Kinsler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Franchi Cordero will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 33, Franchi Cordero.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. He'll get it into second, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
In now, Fernando Tatis Jr. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cordero stands at second with 2 gone. Heading out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Robert Stock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 66.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
To first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. No hits to this point. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Jesse Winker will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Winker.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And it's still 3. David Hernandez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Here's Manny Machado now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Now batting, right fielder.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. A bouncer up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Here's Will Myers, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Another full count pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Schebler is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Padres leave a pair. They still trail it here 3-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Peraza. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 3-1. 3-2 now. And it's fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
The batter,
Digging in and looking for more. Jose Iglesias, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. 3-2 full count. 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Renfroe will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. In now, Joey Votto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Peraza at second with 2 down.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Reyes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Raisel Iglesias takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Ready for another shot now. Ian Kinsler over 2 with a walk for him so far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Austin Hedges. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the upper deck, and gone. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Francisco Mejia will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 27, Francisco Mejia.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he misses again, ball 3.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Schindler is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Now batting.
The San Diego batting order turns over, and set to go Fernando Tatis Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect a save.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Cincinnati Reds took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Luis Castillo takes home the win. Matt Strahm takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.